Can you talk to me about what it's like to be back on campus?
It's awesome. Sorry, I'm a wordsmith. I should come up with better words than that. But it's just fun to be back. It's changed a lot in 15 years, like anything does. But the weirdest part about it is realizing that you're old. I'm 36 now, and getting to spend time with students where I feel like I just left. But most of that is because out of the 15 years I've been away, 10 were spent working for Barack Obama, and it just goes by really quickly. But I love being back here. The room we were just in with everybody was where I took Psych 101, and I took all my language classes in Kresge, which I hated. And just seeing all these buildings, it just brings back a flood of memories. I had dinner tonight with all the brothers at Sigma Chi, and it was really, really fun.
So you touched on something that you hated. What was something that you loved that you still take with you from Northwestern?
Sigma Chi, for sure. Because those guys, they're all still my best friends in life. We've been in each other's weddings, and we've been there for each other when things are tough, and we cheer each other's successes, and we make each other better. And that's what I told the guys tonight. Like, the fraternity thing is not just I hate to sound like I've been drinking the Kool-Aid, but it's not just a 4-year thing. Like, these are the guys you're going to be friends with forever, What else? So we went to every tennis match because, a bunch of our brothers were on the tennis team. So we would go tailgate for all of them and wear crazy costumes and heckle the other teams. And that's something I miss. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have gone to tennis matches. I miss road tripping to other Big Ten schools for football games, and hanging out on the lake, Phil. And you miss almost everything.
Was there something specific at Northwestern that pushed you to get into politics?
There was not a specific moment. I mean, the 2000 election happened during my junior year, which helped push me. But it was, again, it was friends who were saying, this is the type of thing you're interested in. Go, move to Washington, do this. So it was my fellow students who really pushed me hard. Other than that, there wasn't kind of one seminal class or lecture that changed my entire outlook on life.
Do you have any advice, I guess, for students that want to get into politics? What was your path, and what would you say to students that are interested in that?
Do it, jump in, take risks, do the work, do crappy jobs. And it's the way I got there. I couldn't have designed, my career trajectory in school. If I had, it would have laughably, hopelessly fallen apart. It just comes together in weird, strange ways. And, I wish more people had told me before I was leaving school that your first job's probably going to suck. But it's also probably the job where you're going to learn the most. And those people with whom you work will set you up for bigger and better things. I went out, you graduate from Northwestern, you think you're a big hotshot. And my first job in the Senate was opening mail and walking dogs and getting people's lunch. But the people with whom I worked and for whom I was doing that stuff, became mentors and, friends and networkers who ultimately hooked me up with the Obama campaign and changed my life. So be patient, you don't have to have your life mapped out now entirely. Take risks and try new things, and life takes you in a pretty weird and interesting direction.
So going off of the White House memories, what do you think that you'll miss the most from being there?
The people, for sure. I mean, it's easy to say Air Force One or Marine One because those are extraordinary, but it's the people with whom you work. And, especially people that still work there, like the uniformed Secret Service guys, the guys who work in the Navy mess and prepare food and always have a good story. Lawanda and Dory, who emptied trash every day. We don't get to see them anymore, and they still work there, which is great. That's what I'll really miss, not even more so than the job or the windowless office sometimes.